Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another session. This is Dr. Sana. Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. Let's start. Today we are going to discuss about the narcissistic victim syndrome, or how a person suffering from narcissistic personality disorders, how the victim appears to be. In our community, why there is narcissistic personals more in our community, because our rules are manipulated by the persons who practices them. Like we are in a privileged community, so first we should know that there is no privilege for a specific sex or specific gender in the eyes of Allah. If whoever does the good deeds, or whoever do what Allah asked us to do, will go to Jannah. There is no difference between gender while going to the Jannah. Okay, actually our religion is a beautiful religion with a lot of humanity and considerate to others, teaches us to considerate to others. But the thing is, the people who practices or the cultural interference make them to a narcissistic person. It is not due to our religion. It is due to the person who practices religion according to himself to manipulate others. Narcissistic victim syndrome is due to staying in the prolonged narcissistic relationship. So, the narcissistic abuse. The term refers to the psychological harm that caused by the person with the narcissistic traits or narcissistic personality disorder. Manipulation and control. The narcissists use manipulation such as gaslighting to control others and erode their sense of reality and self-worth. Isolation. They may isolate the victim from the friends and family, making it harder for them to seek help or gain perspectives. The signs and symptoms of the narcissistic syndrome are emotional distress. They always feel feeling of anxiety, depression, worthlessness. All they feel themselves zero worth. They are not enough, or they feel that like in spiritually they feel like they are zero in spirituality, or they have a sense of confusion. They feel like, is this my fault, or I am the faulty one? Always feel like I am the faulty one. Second one is self doubt. Persistent sense of self doubt and difficulty trusting one's own judgment, often as a result of gaslighting. The next one, we can come to the physical symptoms, how the narcissistic victim syndrome, the physical symptoms are presented. Unexplained physical issues including fatigue, stomach problems, appetite changes, muscle aches, and insomnia. The next one is difficulty in making decisions, a diminished ability to make decisions due to a long term decline in confidence. So it's look like it will be looking like a victim's life revolves always around the dominant ones, the narcissistic persons ones. When we come to the Islamic community, it usually the narcissistic persons are usually the male spouses. They usually uses the Islamic rules to threaten the female spouses, or to control and manipulate the female spouses. And the victim always think that if I do this one, or if I take a decision for myself, am I going against the rule of Allah? There will be always a confusion for the victim. Am I doing the right thing, or am I going to be in hellfire hereafter? These are the symptoms that the victims usually faces. In next video, we'll talk about how to overcome a narcissistic person in a religious community. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.